Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Boy, I tell you what, it is good to be back here. You know, we're all family because we're Christians. And when I was here the last time, I sang for the revival. And I had no idea how much of an influence and how much of an impact you people would make in my life. Of course, I told y'all that I was in end-stage renal failure. My kidneys are going down on me. And the first thing that happened when I left here was people started praying for me from this church. And Brother George kept calling me, saying, how are you doing? What's going on? And everything. So I'll kind of get you up to date. I've been in end-stage renal failure for about 10 years. My kidneys have been slowly going down. And about 4 months ago, 3 months ago, it got to the point where my kidneys, they measure you in percentage of your function. I was at 15, and I got down to 10%. And at 10%, your kidneys cannot pull the poisons out of your body. And so my doctor, my nephrologist, which is a kidney doctor, he wanted me to go on dialysis. He was very insistent that I go on dialysis. And that's the one thing that I was bucking him about. I didn't want to do it. And my anemia had kicked in. Anemia is when your kidneys make your red blood cells. Red blood cells carry your oxygen. So my kidneys were not carrying my oxygen throughout my body. My blood wasn't. He put me on a medicine called Procrit, which was to boost my white blood cells up and carry my oxygen. Well, as soon as they did that, my blood thinned out a little bit. It was able to circulate throughout my organs a little bit better. My kidney function went from 10% and it bumped up to 15%. This got me out of the range of dialysis. Your prayers were answered. The doctor said, you don't have to take dialysis, but you do need a new kidney. My sister came about and she says, let's give you a kidney. I finally got a kidney donor. They scheduled me with University of Florida, Shands Memorial, go Gators. And I wear my little Gator pin here. And they did some tests on me here about 3 weeks ago, and they found out that I'm a perfect candidate for a kidney transplant. The only thing that I've got to do now is and y'all probably know what this is, I've got to go for the big colonoscopy. I got to see my doctor next week. And they say that the preparation is the worst part, but I got to do the colonoscopy, and I'm going to have a heart stress test. And we're looking at about middle to late August of me getting a new kidney. But I want y'all to know this because you folks have prayed for me. Y'all have lifted me up in prayer ever since I was here. And I know it. I have felt it. And I want you to know something. Your prayers have been answered. My prayers have been answered. And no matter what we go through in life, no matter what happens, prayer works. It works. And God answers in His time. He might not answer in our time, but He answers in His time. And I just want to personally thank each and every one of you for lifting me up in prayer. You don't know what it's meant to me. And so I'm very fortunate, and I'm very honored to be able to come back to this house of worship and to sing a couple of songs for you today. And I just want y'all to know I love every single one of you, even the visitors. I love all of you too. So, if you don't mind, Maestro, I'm ready whenever you are. In sin, but Jesus took me in, and then a little light from heaven filled my soul. It filled my heart with love and wrote my name above, and just a little talk with Jesus made me whole. Let us have a little talk with Jesus. will turn it. You will know a little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Sometimes my path seems drear without a ray of cheer, and then a cloud of doubt may hide the night of day. Well, the midst of sin may rise and hide those starry skies, but just a little talk with Jesus clears the way. Let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our famous cry, and he will answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer will turn it, you will know a little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our famous cry, and he will answer by and by. When you feel a little fire will turn it, then you'll know a little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, and he will answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer will turn it, you will know a little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. I got one more. I didn't come up here just to sing one, brother. I traveled all this way and I'll sing too. You can go ahead. When I'm low in spirit, I cry, Lord, lift and the sun seldom shines, and I question, Lord, why must this be? Then he tells me there's strength in my sorrow, and there's victory in trials for me. He leads me by still waters, somewhere in the valley below. He draws me aside to be tested and tried, but in the valley he restoreth my soul. He draws me aside to be tested and tried, but in the valley, in the